share, share. There we go. And slideshow. Let's see if it worked. Yay. There we
Oh,
go.
it did. Okay.
All right. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 23rd.
23rd.
Yes, wow. All right. And today we're going to talk about neighborhood farming. It's been around since real estate's been around, right?
Yep.
This is probably the first thing, first marketing before any type of technology or anything. The first real estate agent in the world went neighborhood farming around their neighborhood or their neighborhood or a neighborhood. So kind of back to basics of, or at least one type of many ways to market stuff. So we're going to go over ideas and thoughts about farming and neighborhoods. So let's jump right into it. Go ahead, Deb.
Yeah. So what is that? What's farming? It's defining a geographic farming and its importance. Oh my God, I missed a word there. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Neighborhood
Uh-huh.
and its importance. Select a profitable farm area,
Uh-huh.
develop consistent and marketing plan. That's why we're doing this, right? Build your neighborhood brand and track results and adjust the strategy. That's what marketing is. You're finding a specific area and you're going to focus on that area and the people that live there with all of your marketing tools and stuff to see if
Right.
you can get your name in that particular neighborhood.
And the one thing example in marketing, sales in general, what's great about farming is that in real estate sales is that you could do the research. Like I'm farming an area, you could look up everybody's, who lives there, how long they live there. If it's a individual, it's a company, is it uh, all, an area where it's all owner occupied or mostly owner occupied or rentals. You could do the research, and we have a service that they will eventually need. Say it's something else. They say, hey, let's farm an area, see if people want to buy Chevys. You have no idea. Maybe every one of those people that in a farming will never buy a Chevy. You're selling any other product, even if it's a neighborhood restaurant, maybe those people don't like that kind of food. Maybe they like to eat home all the time. But in real estate, you go, wow, I'm farming this area. This is, these people are eventually going to move willingly, or if God chooses that. I use that bad example.
Yeah,
Bad joke. I always say that. But we do get agents that get these
it's
calls
true
when it's
though.
good and
Yeah.
bad and happen in people's lives, but you're helping them and their families. So to back up for that. But if you do it long enough and consistent enough, this works. It's not a guessing of when they're going to move. It's what, or if they're going to move or if they're going to need an agent. 95% of those people, when they sell a house, will use an agent. So you could definitely be that person that they contact. So that's why I wanted to start with that, or why farming is so important to be some part of your marketing. So, all right, next.
Definitely is. That's one thing that I talk to people about every single day is how do I market myself? This is a big step of it. You know, choosing that neighborhood that you want to get yourself in.
Right.
There's different ways to do that too. Some agents spend money and they'll buy those nameplates that go on the back of the push carts, the shopping carts at
Sure.
like Giant Eagle and such, or even those separators that you find on the grocery store line, right? They'll put their name on that. They're farming that neighborhood because they're trying to hit every single person that comes through that particular Giant Eagle or Heinen's or whatever the store is, right? So that's another way of doing it. This is an example of a farming and introduction letter that you can send out to people. You want to have your name in there, what you specialize in, what neighborhood you work in, what they can expect. So market updates, invitations to events, trusted advice, your phone number, and your email address. I do have a complete letter, a copy of it, that if you want to use it and repurpose it, all you got to do is ask me for it, and you can get that complete farming introduction letter. But you can send that out as one of your ways of reaching out to people. And I do also suggest that when you do send that out, put your business cards in there, so that they have something. If you want to spend a little bit of money and you want to put something in there like a refrigerator magnet or something that has your information on there, that's stuff that people use all the time. Magnets are always a big one because you use that to hold things on your refrigerator, right? But your name might be on there and your
Right.
contact information and stuff like that too. That's an easy one right there. So that's a farming introduction letter that you can send out to people. Go to the
Right.
next slide.
Or use GPT.
To do
I
it
don't know
for
if
you?
you,
Yeah.
yeah, you could do that. So I didn't know. I didn't want to jump in if there was a slide for that, but you
No,
can
I
also
actually
ask
don't have that
Chat
in here,
GPT,
but
write
you
me a
sure can.
farming letter introduction,
When you're trying to figure out your farm, you want to define the area by neighborhood or subdivision, or by zip codes, or by the number of homes. You want to analyze the market, like Tony said. Look at your average sale prices, what the turnover rate is, what your competition is there, and the market share. You want to provide a suitable score between 1 and 5 of those things, and then you'll figure out your turnover rate. The higher the number, the better of that. Your average sale price that fits your target market so that you know the people that you're going to be hitting. Your competition, if there's not a lot of real estate agents in that area right there that are hitting it, and you'll know by looking at their signs or even by looking at the MLS and how many people are selling in there. The personal connection and knowledge of the area. So you got to know the area that you're talking about, and create a marketing budget so that you can send things out. And then once you have a score of between 18 and 25 for those particular things, that's a strong category for where you want to place your market. So for instance, like if you went to I'll use Signature of Solon again, right? That's right in the middle of Solon. Everybody wants it. There's tons and tons of high dollar houses over there. But who's your competition? You've got Howard Hanna totally surrounding Signature of Solon, right? You have some Century 21 Homestar agents also over there. Who else is over there? Remax. So you have a lot of saturation in that area right there. So you're going to have to be the better agent and be the consistent agent to actually hit that. Do you agree with that or not?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's awesome.
Go
Next,
ahead to the next slide.
there we
Here
go.
is an example of a farming calendar template. I have the whole entire thing. This is just a snippet of it so that you can see. You can have it set out so that in January, you got your print things, you got your digital things, you got your in-person, and you have your notes on what actually happened between all of those things, right? So your print thing would be your New Year's postcard in January. Let's make this year the best year, things like that. Your digital would be a market outlook for that particular area. If there is an HOA meeting and you belong to the HOA, go there. If not, then you do the town meetings, right? Everybody has a town
Exactly.
meeting, you go
Right.
there. You
Right.
might go to, maybe they have a senior center, or maybe they have other kinds of center, community center is what I'm thinking about. Go there and talk to people. That's how you get your name out there. And if you can um, volunteer for different things, that helps too, because then you're also talking to people. In February, you got Valentine's Day, right? Then you're going to do a
Mhm.
Facebook ad evaluation. You're going to door knock in person. Maybe not in February, I would door knock, but that's what's on here, right?
Right.
And then
And
what connections did you make? So I do have a 12-month plan. If you want it, all you have to do is reach out and ask for it, and I'd be happy to give it to you. But keep yourself organized, and then you'll know from month to month, what are you going to be doing this month? Oh, look, it's October's coming up. I have to get ready for my October activities that I'm going to be doing for my marketing.
yeah, and also a lot of the neighborhoods and cities have community rooms that you can rent out. Sometimes Obviously, if it's a community, or you need a sponsor or someone that lives in that city or not. So if you have a friend or family, or someone that will allow you to sponsor, and have an event, in an open house to meet you, or first time home buyer seminar, or anything, getting involved in the community. So look for those. So, the things that you can do.
Yep. Here's a 90-day farming action plan. So the first month, you're going to send out an introduction letter. Then you're going to post 2 market updates on social media. You're going to door knock 10 homes per week, right? Make sure that when you do door knocking and such like that, that you're writing notes on a spreadsheet or your calendar or whatever of the homes that you actually hit. And if they don't answer, that's okay, because you're going to be ready. You're going to have your little plastic bag with all of your information that you can put on the door. Just a friendly reminder to, if you're calling anybody, make sure that you're following our do not call list. And if you are going out and you're sending things to people or you're door knocking, you are not putting anything in someone's mailbox. If it goes in the mailbox, it has to be sent via mail, but you can hang things on people's doors. Also be aware of no soliciting, though. You don't want to door knock in a
Right.
neighborhood
You
where
want to
there's
call,
no soliciting.
yeah, you got to check with the city or the neighborhood, just want to make sure.
Yep.
All right.
Month,
Sorry,
go,
go back. All right.
yeah, for a minute.
There we go.
Month number 2, then you would mail a postcard. You could launch a geo-targeted Facebook ad or an Instagram ad. And then maybe do a coffee chat, meet your realtor. I've also seen a couple of our tech savvy people doing these webinar type things on social media, and
Right.
they broadcast it out and say, hey, meet me on Tuesday, we're going to chat about such and such. That's also an idea that you can do, and you can hit a larger audience if you're doing it on that, like that too, because you can open it up to the public. Of course, you do have to be careful that you don't get any of those people who like to cause trouble on there, but hopefully they won't find you, right? So.
Right.
Uh, you can send quarterly newsletters, you can share neighborhood video tours, and you can sponsor a community event. If you're asking right now in your head, well, you just said I could do all these updates and get all these statistics, but I don't have any idea where to find that stuff. Do you know where to find it, Tony? Because I do.
Moxie works.
MoxieWorks? No. You have to put it into MoxieWorks. No, you're going to find it on your MLS, right?
There you
You're
go.
going to find a ton of information on your MLS, and your Realist gives you a ton of stuff for your marketing report. If you have not looked at Realist lately, you haven't looked at Realist, because when you open it up, it tells you, are we in a seller's market? Are we in a buyer's market? Where are we with that? It gives you your stats, and it will automatically denote, I believe, to Cuyahoga County. You can change the different counties just by clicking the button, and it gives you all the stats. And you can narrow it down to the last 30 days or the last 60 days or the last 90 days. There is so much information in there. It even gives you information about rentals. So all of you who need to find out about rental information, and if you have one of those investors that says, well, what's the market rent in this neighborhood? You can find it very easily now. You just have to make sure that you're utilizing your tools, right?
That's right. Next here.
This is UPS.com, and they have a program called Every Door Direct Mail. You can go to your local post office and get more information about this, or you can find it online right here. But Every Door Direct Mail gives you not only a discount for the postage, but it also will say, send this to 50 houses in this particular area, and it will send it to them. Now, the caveat to that is, I don't know if you get a list of those addresses that it was sent out to or not. You can provide address lists to different places as well. But the other thing on Brand Studio, if I'm sorry, not Brand Studio, Express Docs on
Yep.
21online.com. If you're picking material on there to send out, when you get to the mailing section, you can click on Radius and draw a little circle around the radius that you want it to go out to, and they will do it that way too. So you have a couple different ways to have direct mail go out where you
And you
don't
could,
have to load the list if you don't have it.
right, and you put how many. So it, and
Correct.
right, so it's not like here's a radius and they're sending to everybody.
No, you pick 50. If you want to do 50, that's
Yeah,
what
you
you're
do.
doing. 50.
Right. So
Yeah,
you know your budget,
yeah,
but it's going
for
to
sure.
be randomly in that radius.
I
Right.
got 5,000
Yeah,
people
I know,
now.
I
It's
did.
like,
Yeah.
oh, well, you're going to have to narrow that
Yes.
down a
It
little bit,
won't,
right?
yes.
Here was a real fun one for the holidays. The Halloween holiday that's coming up. Your referrals are the sweetest part of my business. I thought that was so cute. Nobody likes candy corn, but you could use other things on there if you want to. I just thought that was really cute. Just a reminder, Etsy is your friend. They have a ton of stuff for real estate agents, and it's very, very cheap. I think like you can buy these and you can buy a bulk package of them for $5. I mean, it's not expensive
Right.
at all. And a lot of them, you just pay the $5 and you get the template and you can make your own. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So Etsy is really good, and they have a lot of different things that agents can utilize in their business. And so is Canva. And just so you guys know that Century 21 is really upping their game as far as marketing goes. We have just recently found out that we're going to be connecting with Compass, and I think Compass is going to help with a lot of that stuff as well. But they are connecting with Canva. There's going to be a lot of fun things coming up in the next, I want to say, 6, 8 months or so, where supposedly you're going to have free programs with Canva to use, and that are going to be loading templates in there for you. So stay tuned. As soon as I find out more information about that, I will let you guys know.
There you go.
Did you know that they were
That's
connecting with
awesome stuff.
Canva?
Yeah, no, I wish I had more time to learn a little bit more, but I see more and more. It's great tools.
Yeah, yeah, they're trying, and it's not from us not pestering them, because
Right.
I'm a big pesterer. We want more stuff. So Uh,
And
we have some classes up until December now. I did get the last half of
oh,
this year,
good.
or the last quarter of this year's list. So October 2nd, we got scary home repairs that lead to delays that could
And
lead to lawsuits.
I did cut and paste, and you cut and paste October 2nd's twice on there by accident.
Oh, darn
See it
it.
on the top and
I
the
see it. I just
bottom.
copied
That
your
was my
thing. So,
fault. That was my fault.
yep,
Sorry
I
about
just
that,
cut and
everybody.
pasted.
I had someone email me, you have it on there twice. I'm like, oh yeah. All right.
Well,
Well,
it's real
reminding you
scary.
again.
Yeah,
So
it's real scary, that's why.
good. All right.
October
So
15th is gonna be ethics. Appraisal changes coming in 2026, November 6th. I might have to go to that. I don't know what's going on in my world. I'll have to look.
yeah.
And December 4th, we have real estate agent safety. So that's always a good one too. You gotta
All right.
make sure that you're staying safe, you guys, in
Good.
all different forms.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for joining us today, everyone. Remember, reach out to Debbie or myself, talk to Tony.net or talk to Deb.net. Get on our calendar if you want to talk, but reach out to us quickly if you have something that you need right away, too. So that's it. So thanks very much and hope to talk to many of you very soon. Bye bye.
Bye.